Well, good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another week in the life of running our dealership, NG Supercars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
Today is Monday. I had to think for a minute there. Today's Monday, July 13th. So there you go. That's where we're at. And we're going to bring you along as we run our business for another week, buying, selling cars, working on cars, doing all sorts of fun stuff with Ferrari. So do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. All those things do help us out. And you can go visit normalguysupercar.com, our parts and services website, and NG Supercars, our dealership website. So let me show you the status of everything as of right now. And yeah, this week's gonna be nuts. They're always nuts. And I'll tell you what we have planned for this week. So, all right, that car, next in line to get its conversion, we're gonna get, well, we started on it. We gotta still pull the transmission and stuff, but it's close. Well, it should be hopefully maybe done this week. I hope so. This car sold and waiting on its turn to get converted. This car, pending sale. That's right. So I actually need to email the guy. He signed paperwork. He sent us the deposit. So effectively sold. If he wants us to do some work on it, we're actually not going to convert this car at this time. So holy crap, someone actually wants to leave it as an F1. All right, we can still do that. We actually can do other services besides just conversions. That's right, we do time belt services, major services, even just annual oil services or whatever. So Randy's good at that. Randy wrenches on stuff.
Yeah. Especially when we have an open lip.
I know, right? Look at this. It's amazing. Well, this car is like, I'm gonna say 90% done? Yeah, it's about right.
Going back together.
Yeah, stuff's coming back in. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Just cleaning everything up while we got it apart.
Yeah, that's one of the things we like to do is, how often do you have the seats and interior torn apart? You might as well do a good job and clean everything up, make it look pretty. So we also threw an IP exhaust in this thing. So, oh yeah, this thing's gonna be nice sounding. I can't wait to hear it. Yeah, we did valve cover gaskets. We did all sorts of other stuff on this thing. It got a lot of work done. Plus the dash had some wrinkles and the dash vents were not in place, and those got taken care of. You can see it's got the metal dash vent, so we never have to worry about them getting sticky or popping up. What's that? Oh, and we did a new stereo. Look at that. Nice. Oh, yeah. This thing got the works. Yeah. He's going to be very happy with it, I think. Anyway, this car, waiting its turn to get converted. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That car over there, also waiting to get converted. Same with that 430 over there. That 430 is not being converted. It's just waiting for its turn to get a bunch of service. And this black 458, we have to pull the transmission out of it. Yeah. I'll tell you about that story once we work on it. And then we have the McLaren here on Consignment. It is still for sale. So if any of you are interested in this McLaren, we just reduced the price. So go check it out, ngsupercars.com. Now the Super G, people have been asking, I want to buy it. I want to buy the Super G. And it's not for sale yet. I don't know when it's going to be for sale, but don't ask. So it's going to be a while. I'm going to say at least 3 months. I'm not sure exactly the plan on it, but there's like a greater than 75% chance I might just buy it for myself. So until I make that decision, it's not for sale. I really like these cars. They're really, really fun. It's one of the Lamborghinis that, there's two Lamborghinis I really like. It's this and the Murcielago. Those are the two that I think are really fun. They're completely terrible cars, or at least the Murcielago is a terrible car. That one's actually a pretty reasonable car, but the Murcielago is an awful car, but it's super fun to drive. So I've kind of always said, though, I don't think I'd ever want to actually own a Murcielago just because they are a complete pain in the ass. But it's actually fairly reliable. I'm thinking about it. Anyway, we have another car that got finished with its conversion outside. Our detailer is washing it, making it look pretty, looking good. And the shop is expanding. We have a new employee starting today. Yeah, that's right. So you might be seeing a new guy around. At some point, we'll probably introduce him if he wants to be on camera. I don't know. Some people don't want to be on camera. So I don't show them on camera. I just, whatever. It's the thing. I don't want to be on camera. I don't know why I'm on camera. Randy seems to not mind it.
It's part of the gig when I showed up.
Yeah.
It's a known variable.
I'll suffer.
I'll wave. I'll say hi.
Hi, Randy. By the way,
Jamie's over there.
it's Randy's birthday.
She's over there.
It's your birthday.
AI Jamie's right.
AI Jamie. That's what we're gonna call you from now on. AI Jamie. She's not real, and the stuff she makes is not real.
I'm a robot.
You're a robot.
I don't exist right now.
No, it's all a figment of your imagination. See, look at.
I inserted myself in here with AI.
Oh man. Well, that's what's going on so far. Wednesday, I am flying to Omaha, Nebraska, and we have a remote consignment for a Ferrari California. So I got to get all the pictures and videos and all that stuff and test drive it and all the content we need so that we can then list that thing for sale. So that should be for sale later this week. And then Josh is also going out, I believe, to Houston on Wednesday to go look at a Ferrari 360 that we're trying to buy. He's up in Oregon right now, and he has a handshake deal to buy a Ferrari F430. Might already be sold, so don't get excited. Yeah, that's the way it goes right now. It's crazy. Yeah. So we're looking for more cars. I looked all weekend and found basically nothing. It is very, very challenging to find good cars right now. So when we do get them, they sell almost instantly. So that means you should probably get on our list. So do me a favor, go to ngsc.me/thelist if you're looking to get a car and you'd like our help finding one. So please don't ask me to find a car for you specifically. Like, people email me all the time and say, hey, I'm looking for this and this. Can you find this for me? The answer is no. I don't go looking for a specific car for people. That's just impossible. We tried that in the past. Does not work because, oh, it's the wrong color. It's too many miles. It's too expensive. It doesn't have carbon ceramic brakes or whatever. No, like right now, the market's so tight. We just buy anything we see that's a good car that at a good price. We buy it. We tell people on the list, hey, here's a car that we are buying or consigning, or we know it's off market or whatever. Basically, this car is available. We email the list, say, hey, here it is, take it or leave it. And usually within an hour or so, it's sold. So that's just kind of how it works right now. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll chat in a little bit. All right, YouTube. It was, well, I think we already said it was Randy's birthday, so we went to lunch. We treated Randy to lunch. Because, yeah, why not? Anyway, we had to shuffle around some cars. So the car that was there forever is now here, because we're going to start work on the conversion on that fairly soon. We need to get the yellow car underway, well, restarted, because we did do a lot on it. And this car right here is basically almost done. It needs to get driven. So Randy drove it. He thought it shifted great. And so, as you know, we like to heat cycle them a few times and drive them multiple times before we declare it as good. So we're going to do that. He's also working on the air shield thingies, the wind screens for the convertible top. So he's getting those done. I think that's the last items. So hopefully that's true and we can get this car wrapped up and get it out of here sometime this week, because, yeah, it's always good to get a car done, get them happy, send them on their way. Nice. So that's underway. What else is going on? Oh, I just did a review of the Ram TRX that we have for sale. I forgot to mention that this morning. We have the Ram TRX, so shoot, I didn't put that in the inventory video. Anyway, wanted to squeeze in before it rains. We're supposed to get like a really strong storm this afternoon, supposedly. I like that blue. It's really nice. Yeah, and you can see it looks kind of, it's like not so good over there. Over there, not so bad. But it was drizzling earlier, kind of stopped. So, also, we have a new employee. Cole is his name, and he's going to be helping out with ROs and inventory and stuff. So you'll see him in some videos and all that stuff. So welcome, Cole. Yeah, we're growing. Isn't that amazing? It's crazy. It's hard to believe. Anyway, I'm going to keep doing some stuff, working on some other stuff. Well, crap. Check engine light came on, so I'm going to figure out what that is. It's probably something else. Like, I don't think it's anything related to the conversion. It might just actually have a actual fault. So we'll see. Pull the codes. Randy almost nailed this one. We're like 1/2 turn off. This was the first shot, and it just barely binds up once in a rare while, going from 3 to 2, which is pretty common. Usually 3-2 and 5-6 are the two gears that give us trouble on the conversions, and he got it so close first try, which is awesome. So you can tell, like, he's definitely getting the feel for it of, you know, now that he's done enough of these conversions, he's just like first pass getting it really close. But anyway, let's see what this code is on this thing. Oh, Yeah, and that was the other thing. So I'm driving this thing along, and I wasn't even going fast. I was going like 40, 45 on one of the back roads, just kind of cruising, and shifting and shifting and shifting. And all of a sudden, this deer jumps a fence. It's about to run out in front of the car, and it turns right, and it starts running right along. Like it was, I'm not even kidding, from me to the wall that far away, and it was running 40 miles an hour, keeping up with the car. So I jam on the brakes, and then the deer like runs another, 20 yards, and then crosses the road. I was like, oh my God, I almost whacked a deer. Oh, that would have sucked so bad. Well, let's see what this code is. All right, it's got some weird errors. I'm gonna reconvene with Randy tomorrow about it, because I'm not sure what these errors are. Not typical stuff we've seen, so something else is going on. It's definitely not related to the conversion. So, yeah, we'll see. Good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday and it's raining really hard. So I am drenched because when I dropped my kid off at school, he would go to the other side of the truck, and then I would have to run around to the other side of the truck, and then he'd run to the other side of the truck, and I got drenched. But anyway, rain's coming down pretty hard. I'm actually kind of glad because we get to test out the trench a little bit while we're here in the middle of the day instead of over at, overnight or some weird thing like that. And we have all these people here, so if there was an absolute catastrophe, which I don't think there will be, but if there was, we could move all the cars out pretty quickly and it would be not a big deal. So, where are we at? Well, tomorrow, flying out to Omaha, still the plan. That's still underway. We test drove that car, and I think I mentioned we got a check engine light. So we did some research, and we think we got the wrong tune. So we're gonna go send the ECUs back to get a different tune. So we're gonna have to take the ECUs out, and this car will be disabled for a few days. Hopefully that still won't affect us being able to finish the car this week. I hope. This car, we got the last thing we needed to do this car and wrap it up, so we should have this car wrapped up today. We are installing a hardwire radar detector kit. Ooh. We actually get that request quite a bit, strange enough. Then we'll probably get started on this one, but Randy wants to finish the Audi and get it out of here first, which I agree. The thing's been here like 2 months or something. More than 2 months? I don't know. It needs to go away. So we're going to get that out of here. But yeah, that's the plan for the day so far. I wanted to move stuff out of the shed, but with the rain, I don't really want to move stuff, Let's wait for it to not rain.
And the dumpster.
And we don't have the dumpster yet.
Yeah. So, good amount of that's going to go in the dumpster.
Yeah. And then we're thinking of having a yard sale because we have a ton of stuff that actually some of you guys might want it. I don't know. Like, I was thinking, do we do like a short for all the stuff, or do we just do like a video for all the stuff? I can just do a quick video.
What's in there
and like, it doesn't have to be edited for shit, because who cares? It's just, yeah. So we'll figure something out when we pile through all that stuff. So stay tuned for that. All right, YouTube, it's about 6 o'clock. Winding down the day. I was gonna leave close to 5 and then ended up having some phone calls for some deals, and it's like, I might as well make these deals happen today while people were actively calling or emailing, I should say. And so I just wanted to stay on top of it. So I did. So I guess I'm here a little bit later. But we're going to go to Omaha, Nebraska tomorrow. So got to get up pretty darn early. It's not a 5:30 flight. It's 6:10. So I get to sleep in an extra like 20, 30 minutes. Woohoo! Still going to suck. But it's not ridiculously awful. It's just awful. Working on getting all of the parts situated for all of the cars that are inbound for work, for service work. So we have quite a backlog of service work at the moment. And now I have Cole working for us. One of the things he's doing besides just managing the ROs is he's going to deal with making sure that the inventory is in stock and ready to go for the car. So we have all these totes you've probably seen in the background. Those are the totes waiting for cars. Those are the parts for those cars for the work we're going to do. So basically we pull the parts from inventory, throw them in the tote, and then check off the RO saying all the parts are ready once we have all the parts. So we've been assembling all of the totes and getting everything ready and figuring out what parts we need to order so that we can have them ordered ahead of time and everything ready to go before the cars get here. So, and granted, some of these cars aren't even going to be here for like 2 or 3 months. But we just want to get it done, get the parts out of the way so that they're ready to go. You know, in a tote, the car shows up, you take the tote and you put it in front of the car, and now you're ready to rock and roll. So that's part of how we're trying to operate here. It just helps keep things organized, and we're finding, you know, weird little things like, oh, we can improve efficiency here and do this there and be better here and stuff. So yeah, I'm actually really optimistic about all that. That's actually making me extremely happy to see all that happening. All right, I'm going to go home, spend some time with my wife and kid before I jet out tomorrow, but I'll bring you along for the ride, and we'll go to Omaha. We're going to go look at a Ferrari California T. Well, good morning. It's a little before 5, like 4:45. All right, I'm going to fly to Minneapolis, then to Omaha. And a little bit slow today at the airport, not a ton of people, which is great. And so far, I don't think the weather is affecting anything because, you know, there's some pretty big storms in Austin. So it doesn't look like it hit Austin, but that's good because since I'm not there at the shop, I didn't want it to be like flooding, which, again, I think the trench is going to do its job, but, you know, I'm still booting up. I'm not real talkative yet. I'm still tired. But hey, you know what? I got to sleep in 45 minutes more than normal for these flights, so I'm a happy camper. Anyway, let's go to Omaha, look at a California T, and get this sucker all set for consignment. All right, made it to Omaha. Let's go get our rental car. They had me go out that door to go around this door. It's kind of weird. There's a lot of construction going on. I'll admit, it's a bigger airport than expected. It's the first time I've ever been to Omaha. So I have no real opinion on it yet. We'll see how it goes. So far, construction. A messed up terminal. That's what I got so far. Hopefully that's it. All right, 10:45. Made it a little bit late. For some reason, every time you take these late flights into Austin, there's always a plane at your gate or something. So you land early and then you have to sit waiting 20 minutes for them to vacate the gate. It's really annoying. Well, let's chat tomorrow. I'm going home. Well, good morning, YouTube. It is Thursday, July 17th, and tonight is a Thursday Night Live at 8 p.m. Central, so join us then. But a few things. One, we're getting dumped with rain, and a lot of people have been asking, how are things holding up? And I just want to let you know that we're doing fine. The trench is working very well. So no water intrusion, water flows through the trench nicely, but we do appreciate you thinking of us. It is really badly flooding in other areas of Texas that are more southwest of here. So I haven't heard of anyone dying or anything, but I'm certain things have been destroyed. It's really bad. Yeah. So hopefully that doesn't go as bad as last year. Last year was pretty tragic.
I don't know if it was AI. It might have been, but there was a video of like a whole Dollar General going down.
Oh, I'm sure that was AI.
It looked like.
I mean, it could be real.
Unless the Dollar General was like a double wide. I don't think it was real.
Oh, it was probably fake.
It's crazy how much people try to like get views and
why?
things off of a
What's the
natural
point
disaster.
of that?
Like,
yeah,
it's
milking
not
a
good
natural
situation to,
disaster.
like, draw
Yeah,
attention, like,
milking a natural disaster is awful.
yeah.
Please don't do
that's
that.
the world we live in now.
Well, Mo is here. Hi, Mo. What you doing, Mo? You gonna help us turn wrenches? You gonna help us today? No, not really. You're a good boy. Well, last night I got home 11:45. So yeah, I have a complaint to file with Austin. So the Austin airport's overused. It's too many airplanes, and so pretty much every single time I take a flight that lands after 9 p.m., you land, then you taxi towards your jet bridge, and they're like, hey, there's already a plane there. We have to wait for them to get pushed back or something. And you end up sitting on the tarmac for 20, 30 minutes waiting for your gate to open up. And it's really frustrating because you're like, oh, I'm here early. Yay, I'm going to get home early. And they're like, psych, just kidding. Haha. You know, you're going to be waiting for a while. That happened again for like the 35th time this year. It's really annoying. Otherwise, the trip was successful. The car documented. I'm going to upload all the pictures and videos. We'll get that out hopefully today. And California tea. Yeah, actually, I was pretty impressed with that thing. It's really fast. It's really, it's pretty stout. Yeah, those of you that are looking for one of those cars, here's a great example. Basically, almost flawless. What else is going on? Well, we're going to shuffle around a few cars. I got to do some maintenance on my truck. My poor truck is, yeah, it needs a lot. Well, anyway, I need to test drive that car. Even though it's raining, we have to because we don't have a choice. And if we wait too long, it'll just sit here forever. So the guy wants to try and pick it up tomorrow. So we're trying to get it so it's sorted today. So I guess it's going to go get dirty. So, yeah, you and me have a date with water and dirt. So I'll go drive it. So the story on that one is we converted it. Everything's great. Shifts beautifully. Everything works. And then I got to check engine light while I was on the drive. And there's some errors we've never seen before. So we weren't totally convinced it was related to the conversion. It might just be something wrong with the car. But as a precaution, we sent the ECUs back to go get reflashed to make sure that they had the correct flash, which they now said they have the correct tune. And I don't know if they changed anything or not, but I'm going to go drive it one more time. And if that same error comes back, then I believe something else is wrong with the car that's not related to the tune, because it's like an air fuel mixture control issue, something like that. It's not like, oh, it's a shift problem or something. So, Mo, do you need to go pee? Probably. So I need to go poop on something. It's my job while I'm here. I got shit in the grass. Yeah. So, there's something I don't teach you in any sort of business school or entrepreneurship thing or whatever, which is if you own a business, and especially if you own a property, there is an absurd amount of just bullshit that you have to do to keep those things running. I'm not talking like cool stuff like actually running business. I'm talking bullshit. So because of all the rain or something, I don't know, our doorbell camera stopped working and our security cameras, 3 of them just died. So I'm replacing cameras today because that's a totally awesome thing. This is the kind of crap where like you get nickeled and dimed to death if you have to hire like a handyman or someone to come fix it. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to call someone about the goddamn garage door too. See, another thing, another annoying stupid crap. So dumb, so dumb. Well, YouTube, I am a complete idiot and just injured myself and had to go to urgent care, and I'm limping. So we had a couple of our security cameras that had died, and I finally said, you know what, I'm going to fix them because I'm fixing all the random shit in the shop today. So I fixed that one, and I was fixing the other one by the roll-up door, and the ladder decided to depart. It slid out from under me, and I fell from way up there all the way down here. I hit that. I ripped that shelf off the wall. Somehow, thank God, did not hit the car. But I don't know if I grabbed something or something, but it tore the shit out of my thumb, and I had to get stitches. So I am limping. I have stitches. I have a big old scrape on my side, but thankfully that one didn't need stitches. It was just a cut. Like it's just cut.
You're back to the right color now.
Yeah,
You're gray.
I was gray, feeling I was feeling a little bit.
I couldn't tell when you were in the kitchen that you were so discolored, and you sat down in your office and you were like,
White. I was
the
a
color was gone.
Ghost. Well, lesson learned. Have someone standing there maintaining the ladder.
On this slick floor.
Yeah, on this floor. And I suspect probably the floor was maybe slightly wet, or we have soap over there. Maybe there's soap on the floor. I don't know. It just didn't have enough traction, and it decided to leave. Funny thing is, I was up there for a good 5 minutes, and I actually got some stuff screwed in, and then all of a sudden, after I screwed in stuff, it washed out. So I'm pissed at myself, and yeah. Anyway, so I've just got back from urgent care. 13 stitches.
Nice.
Yeah. I took a picture of it, but I'm not going to show you guys because YouTube would probably not like that. Anyway, I'm going to chill and take it easy for the rest of the day. Sounds like a plan. No.
I'll wash my hands.
Yeah. Okay. I'm fine. Love you too, Mom. All right. Bye. I knew Mom was going to call. I told Meg, I was like, don't send that to my family chat. My mom's going to call. She called. 0 days since the last incident. Well, good morning, YouTube. It's now Friday. It's the end of this week. And hopefully today has 100% less injuries.
We're gonna have a safer day.
We're going to have an OSHA-approved day today. All right, well, I slept like shit because my thumb is in pain.
Your thumb, your ribs,
My thumb,
your
my
legs.
side, my leg. I slept terribly. But hey, you know what? All things considered, I didn't have a head injury. I'm doing all right. I'm pleased with the overall fact that I'm okay. But we got to fix the shit that I broke falling. The stuff that broke my fall and I broke in turn needs to be fixed today. It was a mutual breakage. We got to move some cars around because look at the Audi drove under its own power. Huh? I'm happy. That's exciting that it's not here. Oh no, I still.
It took so long because you wanted it back ordered.
Well,
In all fairness.
yeah. Anyway, well, it's out the door on its own. I am now remembering I have the wrong lift arms here, and I need to get the shorter.
I thought Josh already reordered them for you.
I tried and nothing happened.
Yeah, but he talked to them also.
He did?
Double check. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Josh.
Like
I did
2 years
too.
ago.
Oh, I didn't actually order them. I just talked to them.
They
but-
called while you were gone,
Oh,
I think. And
good.
Rachel ordered it to him. I remember.
Okay, yeah, we need the other
But anyway,
arms.
It's
Okay.
not, that doesn't stop us from working.
No, I feel like we haven't because I haven't seen a credit card charge for those. So I'm pretty sure we haven't. Well, here's the plan. We're going to move the Lamborghini out the door. The 430 right there is going to come back here. And at some point today, there's a garage door company going to fix that door because we're sick and tired of it not working right. Then we can move that 360 out of the way, restore that corner into functional condition. And then we have a shed that needs to be cleared out because they're going to start working on it. Well, actually, we shouldn't even call it the shed anymore. The second shop? It's going to be
Parking structure.
the parking shop? I don't know what we're going to call it. Well, that building right there is supposed to get worked on maybe today. Although it's been so rainy, I don't think they're going to come today, to be honest. So it is what it is. But that's the plan for the day. I am forbidden from doing hard things. So anything that requires like getting dirty and stuff. So I'm going to be supervising today. All right, well, we got the 360 out of the way. We moved around some cars, and so we can see my damage. So, yeah, I knocked this thing over, ripped the shelf out of the wall, it ripped the soap dispenser out of the wall. I think I may have cut my hand on that panel up there, or the roll-up door, because they said the roll-up door was like halfway rolled up, so. Oh, no, I hope I didn't I think I broke the soap dispenser. That's a bummer. And it popped this off the bottom of the sink. I hope this isn't totally broken. Well, sucks. Got a couple of repairs to make. I'll say it again, I'm a dumbass, so don't go up ladders unless you got a ladder, buddy. Holding the ladder. So Josh is gonna go full pyro today. OSHA violations all over the place. Woo, that's some heat. All right, well, he's working on that. We're having a garage sale, or a yard sale? Probably more accurately, yard sale. So we need to get all the crap out of the shed because they're gonna start working on it any day now. So we're trying to get everything that's crap out so we can throw it away. Oh, look at this. Woo, heavy stuff, heavy stuff. Nice.
Put the camera down.
Oh. So yeah, we're trying to clear out the shed. Oh, it's already making progress. Big time. So some of this is actually good Ferrari parts that you guys might want. If you see anything out here that you want to make an offer on, just make us an offer and yeah, we'll go from there. Because a lot of it just needs to go away. All right, YouTube. So we are at the second half of the organization challenge today. So we cut out all these stupid shelves and crap that were in the, as Randy called it, the torture shed. It's not a terrible name for it. But yeah, so we got those out of the way, and we're gonna clean this out, and then we're gonna relocate all this shit over here, which I will show you. We also decided to get rid of this crepe myrtle that looked ugly, so we did the very manly thing, and I yeeted it out of the ground with my truck. Although it was kind of not so much a yeet as it was just a pop. Slow dismemberment. It was more of a torture thing. So let me show you everything that we got right here. Honestly, by the time this video comes out, we'll probably have thrown away anything that doesn't get sold. But yeah, anyway. All right, what we got? We got some 458 parts. We got 458 panels, air box, front panel, 430 air boxes, some probably broken taillights that could probably be fixed. We got 430 and 360 controls for F1 system. We got quite a few squids. One from a 599. Quite a few, even the Evo units, so the later generation ones from the 430s. Let's see here. What else we got? We've got some carbon fibre panels. These we can sell. Got the roll bar thing for a 458. One of the fog light trims. It's an Audi R8 grill. We got 430 air vents. Got 458 canards. Bunch of fans. 458 rear diffuser. It's got a crack, but otherwise reasonable. 430 headlights. Some tires. I think we might keep the grill. But there you go. Got some car covers and random stuff like that. Anyone want a Ford Mustang cowl induction hood? And yeah, the shed's mostly empty. Nice. There we go. All right, YouTube. Well, it's late Friday, wrapping it up at the end of the week, and another service car arrived. We're doing stickies. Yay! Sticky buttons on a Ferrari. What are the odds? But local guy, so we're gonna take care of that next week. And we did a bunch of cleanup. Got the shed ready to go, so they're supposed to start working on it. You know, we're doing a building expansion on the one building, which is gonna be really nice. And just got a deal, so it looks like I have to fly out to near Philadelphia next week. So I'm working on getting that hammered out. So hopefully we'll have that figured out in the next couple hours. But I'm gonna wrap up this video. I'm exhausted, my thumb hurts, and I wanna go relax. So do me a favor, we really appreciate it if you could like, share, and subscribe, and visit normalguysupercar.com and NG Supercars, our websites, and of course just all of your support. We appreciate it. Commenting, liking on videos, sharing videos. Just we appreciate you guys. We really do. You've been amazing. You've been supportive of us for many years, and we are very, very grateful. So thank you. But that's it for this video. We will see you next week. We're going to be doing a lot more cool car stuff. You're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.